Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's reading. I hope you all had a beautiful day. As far as the energies coming through today, they feel a little bit heavy, and there's definitely a sense of past trauma or betrayal really playing a role here for certain divine masculines in the collective in terms of being able to move forward or pursue any kind of a relationship or connection with their divine feminine. So this is very back and forth energy that I'm feeling, that, sometimes the divine masculine is really feeling pushed to make a move forward. And then at other times when those traumas trigger him, he kind of takes a step back and thinks that, his divine feminine deserves better than him, that she has goals and dreams to pursue, and he has so much darkness, to heal within himself, so much shadow work to do, that he feels like he would be anchoring her down or holding her back from living the life that she deserves. This is really kind of what I'm feeling here, what I'm picking up. So I just wanted to look deeper into that energy and kind of see what comes through here. As I shuffle the cards, you can set your own intentions for the reading, either in your mind or out loud in the comments, however you see fit. Already we've got some pretty good cards that are coming out here. I want to get a couple more before I read into the energy, but I'm definitely feeling like these traumas that the divine masculine has been channeling within himself are going to be healed much faster than he thinks. I get a sense that this divine masculine often tends to get weighed down by his emotions, and for the moment that he's in his feels, so to speak, things seem a lot more catastrophic to him than they actually are. And this is a result of, past trauma, past conditioning. It isn't something that, he's proud of. It isn't something that he's looking to continue, but it's definitely something that he is actively working on trying to heal. Let's see if I can get a couple cards here as well. Love yourself first. Very, very synchronistic, you guys. Yes, this divine masculine definitely needs to work on self-love. This is a major barrier to him moving forward in life, is because, and I get that this is kind of an all-encompassing barrier for him. It's in friendships, in romantic relationships, in the workplace. I feel like his lack of self-worth and lack of self-love is really what holds him back. And I heard Spirit say self-sabotage. So I do feel like this divine masculine often engages in behaviors of self-sabotage because of this issue. His inner child wounds here are being highlighted. So his inner child wounds, I heard betrayal. So the energy as I'm tapping into this, I feel like could really be betrayal from both family and friends in the past that this divine masculine has experienced. And that could be on multiple levels. It could be about people not keeping confidential things that he shared that he was hoping would be kept confidential. I heard private. So I feel like that really caused this divine masculine to have a hard time opening up to anybody and talking to anybody about things, because he really feels like people are just not trustworthy. He has a really hard time trusting people. That is definitely a part of the burdens that he's carrying on his back. This is a very current energy, but I also feel a very fleeting energy here with this, that, these burdens had been something this divine masculine has been carrying for the long haul, but this is not something that's going to last a whole lot longer. And I just heard Spirit say triggered into healing. So this twin flame journey really triggered this divine masculine into healing these burdens. And his motivation to be with his divine feminine counterpart is actually helping him release these burdens sooner than he thought was possible. We have the Four of Pentacles here. So, you know, I just heard Spirit say a couple of things and I had a hard time making out a few of them. But something along the lines of, you know, having something to show that he can be proud of. And I feel like this is really his inner child seeking validation here, that maybe praise was not something that was easily come by in his household, or maybe I really get the feeling that criticism was more prominent than any kind of praise. I also heard sarcasm, so it could be that somebody in this divine masculine's household was more sarcastic and kind of like, I get the energy that he was probably made fun of by a father figure in some sense, that really made him feel insecure about any actions that he takes or any words that he says. So it was really difficult for this divine masculine in childhood to make anybody proud of him. And even if they were proud of him, it just seems like that was not really expressed openly. So now he's really working towards being able to, you know, make himself and his divine feminine proud. The first card that fell out was the Sun card, and this is very near future energy. I also heard light at the end of the tunnel. So this has been kind of a common theme for the past few readings, where certain divine masculines are feeling like they're in this long dark tunnel and their divine feminine is the light at the end of that tunnel. Because it's so dark and because the passage is so narrow, they feel like the tunnel is longer than it really is. What I'm being shown in my third eye is that the distance that he feels within his heart, you know, that is reflective of the physical distance that he's had with his divine feminine. Not that he's emotionally distant, but just not being in each other's company for so long makes this divine masculine feel like this tunnel just goes on, but it's really a lot shorter than he thinks. And he's going to be out of it a lot sooner than he realizes. If you look at the image on this card here, like the sun on top is almost a mirror reflection of this circle down here at the bottom, this solar system down here, this galaxy, so to speak. And if you see this, it's really not as deep as it would appear, you know, like when you are probably traveling up from this darkness here, you wouldn't know where this ends. And plus the sun is far enough away to where up here it's shining really brightly, but down here you don't really see many rays. It just seems like, you know, oh my gosh, it could be so distant, because you can see that there's still darkness here, right? If that's making sense. So if you're traveling up this area, and this is your long dark tunnel as the divine masculine envisions himself in, you're not getting very many rays of the sun, so it seems very distant. But look at that, once this thing ends, the big bright sun is literally just right here. He could just walk across and straight into it. So this tunnel seems a lot longer and darker to him than it actually is. I hope that message is getting across. I'm also like downloading a lot of different things as I'm speaking here. So even in my head, I'm feeling kind of jumbled. So this divine masculine is really growing and expanding at a rate that is faster than what he's realizing. He's realizing a lot of the internal growth that he has to do, but this is also causing him to grow and mature on an emotional level. This is causing him to grow and expand in life. This is pushing him out of the boundaries of his comfort zone so that he can be who he is truly meant to be. And if you notice, there's almost like a sun right behind this person here, right behind this acrobat on this world card. This is very, very symbolic of the divine feminine's energy kind of shining behind this masculine as she guides him on his path through spiritual growth and expansion. The more the masculine realizes this, the fact that, you know, his divine feminine has truly been his best friend all along, then the more he's wanting to come forward with his cup of love. Look at that, guys. This is an actual forward motion card. It is the Knight of Cups, and he's actively moving toward his destination with his cup in his hand. So ultimately, this divine masculine, I'm literally getting goosebumps as I'm tapping into this energy, you guys, like literally from my head all the way down to my feet. Oh my gosh, I have the chills. This divine masculine does not realize how close he is to union. I really, really feel like the summertime is significant here for when some sort of a face-to-face interaction is going to happen for these counterparts. And then just based off of these colors here, I'm also getting the fall season, to where some form of like a higher level commitment is going to be offered here. And the fact that we got this Four of Wands card literally so early on in the reading is really confirmation that union is so close. These other two cards that came out from the Romance Angels deck was, this could be the one and worth waiting for. So every day I just heard a divine masculine step in to say that every day I'm realizing you're the one for me. And the divine feminine is also realizing all the stuff that's happening in the background that is going to make this wait worthwhile. That it's not just, you know, an endless drawn out thing, that this is coming to an end. This waiting period is coming to an end, and it's going to be worth it. What other messages can I channel? Page of Cups. Yes, guys. Page of Cups. So pages are messengers. If you're new to my channel, I talk about this a lot, where pages are messengers. They deliver whatever type of message based on what suit they're holding. Page of Cups to me is my youthful, curious page. I really love the Page of Cups. But he's also a bit emotionally immature, and the divine masculine, I do feel like, realizes that about himself. He knows that he has growth to do, but because of his past conditioning, he doesn't really know how to break free of the old patterns yet. But what he doesn't realize is that it's actually actively already happening in the background. Oh my goodness, you guys. Seven of Wands. I heard defending his energy. So this divine masculine is now, I feel like he actually has learned how to defend his energy, and this is a very recent thing that happened for him. I feel like he cut off a certain connection that was kind of like, I heard Spirit say energy leech. So it's very possible that there was some form of a karmic connection, whether it was friends, family, whatever, third party, work, any kind of third party situation, that this divine masculine just recently, like I'm feeling like between yesterday and today recently, cut out of his life completely. And I feel like this was, you know, a karmic lesson in the long haul, like for the long haul, that this was something he had felt so trapped in for so long. And, you know, if, for example, it was like a former, like an ex, I feel like that ex had kind of dragged this relationship on, even though they were no longer partners, they were no longer together, but she just could not let this divine masculine go, and just tried to hang on to him in whatever way she possibly could. And finally, this divine masculine learned to defend his energy, learned to honor his energy, and finally cut off whatever last strings were attached here. Page of Pentacles, we have another page, but this page is different from my Page of Cups. He is like way mature beyond his years, even though he is quite young, you know. And I feel like that is what this divine masculine has kind of stepped into, this energy, that there could be a lot about him that's still childlike, but he's becoming very serious, very calculated, very businessman-like in terms of, you know, the transactional relationships that he holds with outside people. And his unconditional love belongs only to his divine feminine. He's learning to honor his resources, whether they are material resources or energetic, internal, non-tangible resources. He's learning how to invest himself wisely. He's learning where to invest himself and where to draw back from. This is such beautiful energy, you guys. It was so heavy when I started this reading, but everything that's coming out is so positive. That's such a good indication. We have the Ten of Cups here. Again, such a beautiful card of union. We had the Four of Wands card, and now we have the Ten of Cups. So this connection is very quickly, and I mean very quickly, look at the speed at which this Knight of Cups is traveling, okay? Very quickly headed into marriage. I feel like when this reconciliation happens between this masculine and his feminine, it's not going to be, you know, like a dating relationship for long. It's not even going to be just a friendship for long. This is moving straight into marriage, and it's going very, very quickly. Judgment. Yeah, balance is being regained here. Karma has been cleared. Balance is being regained. Like, I just heard Spirit say the trumpets of heaven are blowing. So that sounds to me like a very celebratory statement that, you know, long milestones have been met finally. You know, there's been so much positive forward movement here. And that's really something to be proud of. Victory. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm literally, I can hardly speak. I have the chills here. So the trumpets of heaven are sounding. We have the victory card here. This connection is literally, oh my gosh, so close. I could just jump up out of my seat right now. Like the energy that I'm feeling inside me is so bubbly, so excited. Like there's really been some kind of a major, I just heard a divine masculine step in to say, I found my inner strength. So that's exactly what it is. This divine masculine has truly found, oh my gosh, you guys, the strength card. Yes, this divine masculine found his inner strength. He has literally found his inner strength. Now he knows, you know, what he had been doing wrong all this time, why his energy was looking the way that it was looking. And now he just, it was, you know how they say you don't one day just get up and things are going to be different? I really think for this divine masculine, it kind of might feel that way, even though, of course, there was stuff happening in the background. It wasn't literally just an overnight change. But it's something that he had been working on and desiring for so long. And then finally, like something just shifted inside of him. There was this huge energetic shift. And he was able to make that change, and it felt sudden for him. It felt super sudden. The Lover's card. This is ultimate confirmation, you guys, that I just heard a divine masculine step in to say, I have fully chosen you. So this is ultimate confirmation that this is a true twin flame connection. If you're resonating with this reading and you weren't sure whether this person was your true twin flame, here is your ultimate confirmation. Yes, this person is your true twin flame. This is a divinely guided and divinely protected connection. And the divine masculine has been fully awakened to fully choose his beautiful divine feminine. and the Ace of Swords along with the Lover's card. Communication is literally here, like in the here and now is what I'm feeling. This divine masculine is going to communicate out of the blue, and it's going to happen so quick. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened like tonight, midnight, or tomorrow. Like, you know, it's feeling this close. It's literally feeling this close that this communication, this reconciliation could potentially just pop up tonight. And I'm getting midnight for whatever reason, which is why I said tomorrow, because midnight would technically make it tomorrow, but you know. And then we have the Moon card, mysteries being revealed here. There's going to be some heavy heart-to-heart communication that takes place. And yeah, it's probably going to be in the middle of the night. So yeah, this divine masculine is ready to talk. The Ace of Cups. We just had 2 ace cards come out, you guys. Ace of Swords and Ace of Cups. This is amazing. So, wow. And we also had 2 major arcana card come out. We had the Lovers and we had Strength. Oh my gosh, make that 3 because we also had Judgment. This is huge, guys. When 3 cards from the major arcana and 2 ace cards come out within the same reading, like literally back to back almost, this is speaking to a huge change. 555 is currently your angel number if you are resonating with this reading. And that heralds huge changes coming in, positive, beautiful changes. Oh my goodness, look at this. Cards are just flying now. There was a tower moment, which could have literally happened like yesterday. I feel like there was a huge tower moment that happened either yesterday or today, earlier, that, you know, really pointed to the direction of the heartbreak that this divine masculine was already going through. So it highlighted this heartbreak for him. And through this tower moment, he realized he was moving too slow towards what he valued the most. This Knight of Pentacles is painfully slow. He is like almost at a standstill. If you look at the picture, it's almost like he's just sitting there stationary. His horse doesn't even look like it's walking, okay? So this is the pace this divine masculine was moving at, because he was so stuck in his head. He was so stuck in that thinking of, you know, everything has to be perfect. I have to have a completely written out plan here. But then he realized through this tower moment that this is why he spent so long being heartbroken, because he wasn't taking any action. So now what is he going to do? He's going to take this leap of faith. He is going to take this leap of faith. He is going to communicate. He is going to offer his divine feminine a fresh start in their love relationship, headed toward union, headed toward a happy family, marriage with kids. I can just jump up and down for joy. Oh my gosh, this is such amazing, beautiful energy. Yeah. Look at the energy at the bottom of the deck, the 5 of Cups. This divine masculine has spent so much time being heartbroken, and it's literally about time that he realized that he has the power to change that. He is fully capable of living the life that he desires, and he is fully deserving of living the life that he desires. 8 of Pentacles. He has put in a lot of thought to this, you guys. He's really, I mean, his hard work has been mental, emotional, and spiritual. Even though there hasn't been much movement seen in the physical 3D, this divine masculine has been working hard, very hard internally. He's looking back and thinking, oh, holy cow, I made it this far. I can't even believe it myself. Major end of a cycle here with the Tower moment. Major end to the energy parasites is what I think I heard Spirit say earlier. You know, whatever connection that is that he cut off just either yesterday or today. He's kind of in a little bit of a hermit mode. He's recollecting his energy, spending some time relaxing, and now he's ready to reap what he's sown. He's ready for his Queen of Swords. He's ready for his Divine Feminine. And the reason why he's feeling like he's gonna now reap what he's sown is because he's still feeling like this feminine is going to be a bit guarded. You know, he doesn't exactly know how he's going to be met, but he has faith. I just heard Spirit say faith. He has a lot of faith that his Divine Feminine is someone that is so safe to talk to, someone that he can feel so comfortable with on all levels. I heard best friend. So there's definitely the aspect of manifesting this friendship back with his Divine Feminine that they once had. So I do feel like this Divine Masculine definitely views his Divine Feminine as his best friend as well. That is absolutely there. The High Priestess card at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, this Divine Feminine may not necessarily be aware that this is how her masculine views her, because I really get in the past that there was this left out in the cold, shut off energy from him where, you know, he would hardly communicate about his feelings. He would not let her into anything about his life. And now all of a sudden, as things are falling into place in his life and he's having all these realizations, he's wanting to come in and actually tell her that. And he's thinking, is she even going to believe me? Like, you know, she's probably going to think I'm BSing her, for lack of a better word. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. But either way, I'm so strongly picking up this energy that he's ready for it, you guys. He's ready to face whatever he needs to face in order to be with his feminine again. I heard a Divine Masculine say, I just can't stay away from you anymore. I just can't stay away from you anymore. So that is such amazing energy. Like, oh my gosh. And we wound up with the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck too. So passionate new beginnings. Yes, this Divine Masculine by nature, I feel like, is a very passionate individual too. I feel like he's really just into anything that he does. Like, he puts his whole heart and soul into whatever it is that he does. And he takes pride in what he does. This is the energy that I'm getting here. I am going to go to the Moonology deck and see energy-wise what this looks like. What is going to happen here with the energy that I'm picking up? What does the outcome of this situation look like energetically? Step out of your comfort zone. This Divine Masculine is definitely doing that. He is definitely stepping out of his comfort zone here. Any other cards, Spirit? I feel like there's definitely going to be one that comes out here. Communication is key. Yes, communication is coming, is what I just heard Spirit say. Communication is coming, and it's coming like now. For some of you who are resonating with this reading, I'm literally being shown in my third eye that as you are watching this reading, some of you could potentially get a phone call. And I'm not seeing text message, I'm seeing like actual phone call. So I'm definitely feeling like for some of you in the collective who will be resonating with this, as you are watching this, you are very close to achieving your goal. Yes, you are. You are going to get that phone call. If that does happen, please let me know in the comments. I am so thrilled right now. I literally don't even know what to do with myself. I do not even know what to do with myself. This is such amazing energy. I could just jump for joy. I don't even think we really need a whole lot else, because that was pretty like conclusive, you know, in terms of what we can expect. And it's so late in the night, I don't even know where I got this energy to get so hyper. So I'm going to channel some love messages from the masculine to the feminine and vice versa, and then we will see. All right. Look at that. Yep, just as we said, bottom of the deck, my nerves have been getting the best of me. He's been feeling a little bit heavy, a little bit anxious, but that is all going to go away. Like this tunnel, he feels like it's this long. It's actually like this long, and he's almost at the end of it. So I love it. Yep, he'd been holding back because he didn't want to be rejected, but you know what? He hates not communicating as much as he wants to. So that means communication is coming. Just know that I'm obsessed with you in a very beautiful way. It's a very loving obsession here. When we first met, I just always had this feeling about you. Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely there. You influence me in ways no one ever has. Yes, you influence me to step out of my comfort zone, is what I just heard a divine masculine step in to say. You really have been by my side. I see that. I do cherish you for that. Absolutely. Like I said, this divine masculine views this divine feminine as his best friend as well. That he's not just someone, I mean, she's not just someone that he's in love with. She is his best friend, his confidant, someone that he feels so safe, just like, you know, spilling his heart out to. And even though this divine feminine didn't see a whole lot of that, whatever little times that this masculine did spend, you know, pouring his heart out to her, he really feels like he could not have done that with anybody else. The lover and the beloved, the number 35 card. So 333 and 555 are definitely synchronicities that you are going to have been seeing if this reading is for you. When you move beyond consciousness, you caress the beloved. When you move into the unknown beyond everything, the beloved caresses you. Rumi. That is so synchronistic, you guys. That in this distance right now during the physical 3D disconnect, he's been caressing his divine feminine in his fantasy, in his mind, in his heart. But when he moves into the unknown beyond everything, when he moves out of his comfort zone and actually takes that leap of faith, his beloved will be caressing him. This divine feminine is going to be just like he envisions that light at the end of the tunnel where she's standing there with open arms just ready to receive him. This is such amazing energy. It is not enough to love me. I want you to allow me to love you. It is not enough to desire me. I want to be closer, or to want to be closer to me. I want to reach out to you and grab a hold of you, drawing you into me and never letting you be apart from me again. There is so much more for us to experience, you and me, than simply gazing, even with love, at each other from a distance. Let me take you into my arms. Let me hold you until we cease to know or care where you and I once were. You and I, for instead we will be one. Will you allow it? Will you allow me? Will you allow us to be? This is the beautiful divine feminine just reaching out to her masculine and saying, I am here, ready to reciprocate every ounce of love that you have for me. Every bit of this desire, this fantasy that you express for me, I have it too, and I want it to become real. I need to feel this in the physical 3D. I don't just want, you know, this fantasy in the headspace. I want real, tangible experiences with you. Will you allow this? I really, really love tonight's reading, you guys. I never get this hyped up on YouTube, but wow, I can't help it when I'm feeling this giddy energy inside of myself that I can't hold back anymore. This is so exciting. I'm so thrilled for everyone. Anyways, that was all for today's reading. Thank you for joining me here. I am also on Instagram. I will leave my Instagram handle in the video description box. I hope to see you guys there as well. I do run pretty much daily reading specials there, and the turnaround time is within the day. So if you would like to experience any specific or any reading from me personally, is what I'm trying to say, then that would be the place to do it. I have also created a twin flame manifestation affirmations document. That has been in use for, gosh, almost a decade. And so many of you beautiful souls have already stopped by to purchase this. If you are interested in this document, it is pretty much all encompassing, you know, from self-concept to abundance to love, you name it. It just covers so many areas. It has mentoring tips in there that I gave to my live coaching clients. It has coaching tips in there on how to use the affirmations for maximum effectiveness. And it has over 100 affirmations in there that were designed by me. And people have really seen results with this. You can stop by my Instagram page and check out the highlight titled affirmations. That's where I have posted all the reviews of my clients that I've received, or all the reviews that I've received from my clients so far. Some of them are, you know, my past coaching clients that have given me these reviews, and most of them are my newer Instagram clients. So if you are interested, the price is $150, and all you have to do is send me a screenshot of proof of payment and the email you want me to send it to. I will send it out to you. I accept PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. My only request is that if you use PayPal, please send us friends and family. That allows me to get the full amount, and it also allows the payment to not go into pending, which can be problematic sometimes. So yeah, that would be the place to find those things. I do hope to see you guys there on my Instagram. As I said, the handle will be in the video description box. But if not, I will definitely see you guys in the next reading video. Have a beautiful night.